Hello, everyone. My name is Latricia Robinson, and I am with Team 2. Our project manager is Raven Ward, and our other team members are Ms. Twanda House and Mr. Tia Matthew Dro. And I am here for the video update number 3. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a refresher for our library project, as well as little updates so you all are aware of everything that we've been doing. So let's get started. So if you are unfamiliar with our project, we are doing the library project where we are reconstructing the Library Research Guides website. Now with that, basically we're wanting to make it more user-friendly, and we're primarily focusing on the navigation of the Library Research Guide website. I'm not as familiar with all of you, like as if you've been to the library before and to use the Library Research Guide, but me personally, I remember having classes where we would go to the library and we would sit down and we would listen to lectures about the Library Research Guide, how to use the Library Research Guide, and they would actually give us a demonstration. But by the time it was time for us to actually utilize it ourselves, we were all even more confused than we were when we first started out. So one of the things that we're trying to do is we're trying to reduce that confusion. Usually if you go on the library research guides, everything is everywhere. You're not sure where to go, how to start, or where to start, but that's what we're focusing on primarily, is to basically condense everything down into specific categories and make it easier for students, staff, and faculty to navigate through the library's resources. Use everything that's available to you. You're able to find everything you're needing and more, so it'll be less confusing and better off for everybody. Just to give you a little bit of a refresher here, we've gotten in touch with the UCA IT department. We are working with the project management development team, and they are actually going to be helping us with the navigation process of the UCA Library Research Guide website. We've actually had a few different sketches that we've come up with to help a little bit with the appearance of the Research Guide website. I remember when we first looked at the website, and the only thing we could think of was like, something seriously needs to be done with this, especially how the layout of it was. I just remember it was a bland background color, and everything was just all over the place, so we know that it needed a lot of help. Also, one of the updates that we are doing is we actually, like I said, we met up with the project management development team. They're working on the navigations, and we're also allowing them to look at the different sketches that we made to help us implement what would be right for UCA and the image that UCA upholds. One of the things that we found that we need help on for this project is feedback from current users. We know that a lot of people usually don't use the library research guides, and we feel that a big reason for that is no one really knows how to use it, how to navigate around it. So we're trying to get the word out there that once we actually test it, we want to have two different presentations to where different students can use each one. They can tell us which one they like more than the other, give us some, feedback on what needs to be changed, what can we update, what can we take off. We just want your opinion and how to make it better for everyone. I'm not going to go over all of our milestones and everything that is on this list, but I will tell you a few things that has been working out well for us, some things that may be delayed, and some major issues that we've been having. As you can see, like we've completed, like I said, we've gotten in touch with the UCA IT department for implementation. We have met with the technical writing team. We have created a few different sketches to try to implement it with the project management team to help build up the research guide website. One of the things that is potential for delay is meeting with Jessica. Sometimes we all have busy schedules, which is totally understandable, which is why I'm so glad that for our team, we have an excellent communication. Our primary communication is through GroupMe. A lot of us work, we have busy lives. So, although all of us may not be able to meet up with Jessica when the time comes, we always make sure that one of us are always available to talk with her, whether if it's in person or through email, and we always keep each other updated. And that's also one of the major issues that we have, all the team members meeting. One of our team members actually is a fully online student, so as you could assume, it would be a little hard for us to meet, but we always make it work through GroupMe. We have text messages as well as video phone calls, so that really helps us out a lot. Now to give you a little bit on the our project. This is basically showing you everything that we've initiated so far to this point, our planning process, our execution, everything that we're monitoring and controlling up until our closing point. As well, I'm not going to mention everything that's on here, but I will give you all just a rough draft of some of the things that we have done. We've set up meetings throughout the week outside of class to meet up and to discuss everything that is being changed, all of the updates and things that are being implemented to help us continue on the right path for our project. We've met up with our sponsors. We've met up with the presentation group and the project management development team. We've set up different meetings and we've basically sat down and to explain them what our vision is for the students, the staff, and the faculty of UCA, and how we can try to get more students to use and utilize the library research guide. After all, it is what is there for. It'll help out a lot with our assignments, but who wants to use something and they have no idea where to start? So that's something that we're really trying to change. So we're planning really hard for that. Our executions, each team member, we're going to test the navigational flow, all of the hyperlinks and accurate references. We want to go on there ourselves first and actually see if we can navigate around it and find different things that we're looking for, as well as allowing other students to use the different testing materials that we have to see if there's anything that they're looking for that they can actually find. If there's something that they can't find, we're wanting to know if we can add it. Is it something that is important that's not already on there that needs to be there? Or are there too many things that's on there that doesn't really need to be there or doesn't make sense or not going to be used or made useful in the future if we need to take anything off? And that's the primary reason why we're allowing so many students to test it, because if it's not going to be utilized and we can take something off to add something that needs to be there, we definitely want to do that. Monitoring and controlling weekly recording of usage. We have a number of new accounts established. We want as many people on this as possible, especially to get the word out. Perform financial analysis for each alternative. We're monitoring changes to the budget. Actually, with this project, there isn't a big issue with the budget at all because everything that we've been utilizing is already through UCA and what they're providing. And that's one of the great things about this project is you can use all of the resources around you. And in our closing, before we close everything and we continue with our project and finish up so we can launch it, we're going to check you guys' feedback to basically get an idea of, okay, is this what we're about to present to everyone? Is it going to help benefit the entire UCA student, staff, and faculty body? And after we finalize the designs with the sponsor, after we report our feedback and as well as your feedback to the sponsor, we're going to complete our project and it will be launched. And we are so excited to see what that has in store for. And here, last but not least, this is our mythology chart. And this is basically showing you guys from start to finish how everything has transitioned from the starting point up to this point, as well as towards the end. And I'll start here at the top. We've contacted our project sponsor. And moving down, I'll just name a few things that we've already done, as well as some things that we're going to do up towards the end of our project. We've proceeded with the approved design, and now we're working on the development of the website. We're going to review everything with the sponsors and with the writing team to make sure that everyone is on the same page and continue to be on the same page, especially since we're trying to take a lot of the load off of each other and help each other out. We want to make sure that everyone has the same idea in mind, has the same vision in mind, so we can make this as successful as we possibly can. And the sponsor decides to accept the report and or the suggestions, and this will happen when we actually get all the feedback from everyone that has tested the different navigational parts of the library research guides. So then we're going to report it to our sponsor, and hopefully our sponsors accepts it and accepts the suggestions, which I will say everyone has been fairly open-minded and accepting when it comes to different suggestions, because overall this isn't what a small group of people are wanting. We're wanting to implement everyone's ideas and suggestions into this to basically help everyone and allow everyone to feel comfortable using the library research guides, because after all, that is what it's there for. I'm going to report the efficiency of the website to our sponsor. We're going to confirm student satisfaction to the sponsor, and our project and our program will be completed. And from there on out, we're actually going to launch this big baby, and then hopefully we'll have a lot of good things coming in the near future for the library research guides. That actually brings me to the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed learning a little more about our project, our vision for our project, and we're basically getting to the end part where we're summing it up. So I'm hoping that you guys are going to start looking out so you can help us with the navigational part. Let us know what you think. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to leave it in the discussion thread, and one of our team members will get back to you as soon as we can. And if you have any suggestions regarding the navigation or just any ideas that you feel that'll help us with the library guides, please feel free to drop that below as well.